Hello guys, welcome back to another cinematic mic review. Today I'm going to review Jeff Fowler's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is based off of a character from a video game by the Sega company. It's a video game that I used to play that many of you guys out there probably know. There's probably still video games on them. There's like even pops of this character outside now, Funko Pops and other things out there, merchandise and all. So he's still very popular, and he's kind of from my childhood. When I was younger, I would play the Sega game with my sister. I keep telling my mom, oh, it's a character that I used to play with my sister on the Sega. She used to have a Sega, I think. I still have a video game, I think, of Sonic when I got an Xbox. I don't play Xbox anymore. I still have it, and I'm pretty sure I still have the video game somewhere out there. But I got it because I'm a fan of Sonic, and I love the characters from Sonic. So yeah, I went to go see the movie today. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a continuation of obviously the first one, Sonic the Hedgehog. Came out like 2 years ago, or right before like the pandemic, 2019 or 2020. And so Jim Carrey right there played the villain Robotnik, and he gets transported into some other place by the end of the film. And right here, he kind of comes back, but he comes back with the character Knuckles, which is also from the Sega video game. And they team up to try to get this power stone that's known as the Emerald. It's like a diamond. It's emerald, and it gives you, like what he says, ultimate power. So he goes back, and obviously he wants to do his own thing, his evil villain type of stuff, and destroy Sonic too. Knuckles wants it for his own reasons. So kind of they both see each other, kind of a way to help each other out to go get it. So that's what happens in this film, and Sonic has to try to stop him, along with some other characters that are going to be supporting, like another famous character from the Sega video game from Sonic's World. Tails is in it. I think Tails is voiced by the original voice actress. I can't remember from the video game. I think that's that person right there in the this movie right here. I do have to bring up. I'm not sure. I don't think I did, because I don't think I was starting the reviews at that time that I was doing. But I had an issue a lot with the first one. I didn't like the first one at all. I made some complaints about it, and a lot of people weren't kind of happy with what I was saying. I think I'm kind of a little bit passionate about film and all that, and stories and characters that I like. I mean, but I think a lot of people try to think that I want like these characters from like a Sonic world to be like what they call pretentious. They always say all that stuff, like your pretentious type of movies. It's not that I wanted to be all deep, but I still think there's a way to grab every audience of every age. And the first one wasn't doing it for me. I thought it was really dumb, to be honest. I didn't like the first one. I hated the jokes in it. I thought they were trying way too hard, and it was just plain dumb. I kept rolling my eyes. I didn't like the road trip aspect to it. I got annoyed by that. It made me wonder, why the hell would we put like Sonic in the real world right here with human beings? Yeah, I know Robotnik's a human, but why are we here with all these road trips and these? When I saw the first one, I was excited when we were like a little bit in Sonic's world, when we were seeing where he comes from and all that. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have Sonic's world, from what I know from the video game, him just running around these circles, getting these rings, and Robotnik and all that. And so I kind of wanted it to be in his own type of place. I've never played the video game where he's with these characters from here and a big family and all that, but people were saying they had to do it to kind of connect to the humans and all that, to connect to us. But I was like, I'm pretty sure you could have worked it out by putting it in just his fantasy world and build the world upon his place and all that. So as I said, the jokes were weak. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that the road trip aspect at all. I didn't like the human aspect of all too much of it. I said that I would have rather seen Sonic in his type of world, and with his characters and things from his place and all that. Aside from all this like kind of our world type of thing. So I was really disappointed with the first one. And I said that, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're taking it like way too serious. You got to understand that it's a kid." I'm like, I know it's a kid, but I'm a fan from a kid, and I still like filmmaking, and I still like storytelling. So I take that seriously. So that's why I wanted that story to be good, because some of these characters I'm a fan of from being a kid. A lot of you guys are probably fans of these characters from being younger too. But I actually care about story also. I don't just want to see Sonic just because it's Sonic on there. I still want it. It'd be cool to have like a great, one of your favorite characters from your childhood have something that's known as a great movie, something that leaves an impression, you know, instead of just being, yeah, it's an all right film and all that, it's all right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to go too deep, but right here, this is a good example of what I'm saying, what I wanted from the first one. So I just got out of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I just got back home. I had work and I was gonna go watch it. I was planning on watching it. I'm planning on watching something else too. But I know that there's some early. Sometimes they put it way early, so I looked it up in the morning and then I saw that there was a 6 o'clock showing. And then when I got off of work and I was getting ready to like try to look up the ticket, I couldn't find it. And I called the theater. I'm like, hey, are you guys playing Sonic? Because I thought I saw it. They're like, yeah, it's the early access. I'm like, oh, that's why I can't find it. I was under the thing. You got to go on to the Sonic early access on the Fandango app or whichever app you use. So I went back on it and she had told me, I didn't know it was in early access. So it reminded me of what I did with the Batman when I had an early access to go see the Batman. And she's like, yeah, you should do it online and then come because you get a poster and this and that. And it's pretty cool. I'll show you guys right now. I got this Sonic poster right here. Sonic comic right here. This is a Sonic comic right here. So probably give that a little read. Looks decent enough. There's the back, kind of the poster of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That's the comic. And then I got this cool poster, which I can't wait to put on my wall. So this is Sonic right here. Yeah. So I was glad to get these as a little treat from there. We got into the movie again. So I was getting into it and I was looking at these characters, these CGI of what they are and all that. And I'm like, I'm kind of okay with the way they look. I mean, I don't know which other way they would look. I'm like, if they look better than what was presented before, they changed this design when people complained from the first one. But I like the way they look in here. I don't have any complaints with that kind of CGI. I'm not sure if anyone can make it more perfect, but I think it's fine the way it is. So it's really great to look at it. The scenes with Sonic and his pals like Tails and Knuckles and all that. So that was great. Again, Jim Carrey comes back. I had no issue with Jim Carrey on the first one. I think he's just basically doing the Jim Carrey thing, but he fits the part. You know, he's a maniac in here. So I think he still brings that energy here. It's fun to watch him. And right here we have a story, like it's a good story, not like a big epic story, but it's actually a story that I'm interested in, you know, like Knuckles' story, what he's looking for, what happened to his past, you know, it gets a little bit serious. And you kind of feel for him because he's teaming up with Robotnik, but you know, in a way I kind of called it a little bit before. I was like, this guy's going to basically backstab him. And I kind of felt bad, even though Knuckles comes out like kind of like a little bit kind of villainy. I was like, I still kind of felt bad for this character because I'm like, I have a feeling something's going to happen with these two, you know? So I thought he was great. Knuckles, I do have to say that I do like Idris Elba's voice as Knuckles. It was fun to watch him. And yeah, I was just captivated by it, bringing the characters of Tails and Knuckles in here and Robotnik. And it felt like basically the world, you know, the way I was thinking of it today, because I was thinking about the people that complained about my review on the first one. And I'm like, they're making a Super Mario movie, right? I think. And I always had an imagination of a Super Mario movie that I wanted to see. You know, I always thought it would be perfect. Someone could do something innovative, creative, you know. They could do something with the production or something beautiful with the CGI, create a world, or you know, it just be nice if someone actually took really an artistic take on that. Because I was thinking about that when I was younger. I'm like, damn, I would love to see a movie of Super Mario, but someone take, because usually when they get these movies, they just, you know, they just do like whatever, like the first one of Sonic and all that. There's nothing like beautiful, too much of it. They don't take that part serious, you know. They just have to place it there because they need it. They need the CGI for the character and all that. But I was thinking about, like, I was like, would people want to see? I wouldn't want to see like a Mario. I am pretty sure they did it in the old one with John Luis Guizamo and Bob Hoskins, I think, where it kind of felt in the real world and all that. But I would like to see it like in that world of what is it, Mushroom Kingdom or something, from Mario, his world and all that, with Princess Peach and Bowser and all that, you know, all the little villains, Goombas and all that. That's the movie that I want to see. Because that's what I remember from the video game. I don't remember him connecting with all these humans besides like Princess Peach and Luigi and all that, you know. I would want to see, I want to see a movie where it's like that, not where you have to connect it to the real world, to our world, and make it like a road trip or whatever, you know. So that's kind of a little comparison that I'm saying of why I didn't like the first one. And this is why I like this one. This one still does it, but it doesn't do it as much as that one. That road trip thing is taking off. But this one feels like a Sonic world because these characters are in here. Knuckles, Tails, Robotnik is still in here. they're all in here, and it's more focused on them than it is on the humans. There is still the human part of it, which I didn't like. But I let it go. I thought it was gonna drag longer because I saw some reviews and they were saying the human part is still there, and it's so dumb that it's there. And right when we got to some human parts of, I was like, subplots and all that, I was like, oh great, now we got stuck here. But it goes by pretty quick, but I still think it's pretty stupid, to be honest. And this is something I have to bring up. When I watch a movie, I'm watching it and I want to enjoy it where I say I want to buy that movie. I don't want to watch a movie and then there's a scene where I'm in my head, I'm like, oh great, this is a scene I'm probably gonna want to skip, like when I buy it, or it's the reason why I don't buy it. It's because if I did buy it, I'd be skipping that part, or and I don't think a movie should do that. I think it should keep you hooked from the beginning to the end, and that's how you say, I want to buy that movie. And because I love movies and I like collecting them. And the movie I want to see is one that I want to, by the end, I want to be like, you know what? I want to buy that movie. And some parts I'd be like, oh, great. Why'd I waste my time? Why'd I waste my money here? And so this kind of reminded me of that. But it goes by quick. I still think it's dumb. But the whole thing of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 kind of beats all that stuff, because it's what I wanted from the first one, and I actually got it in this one. The theater was packed. When I got when I asked the theater person, I was like, hey, are you guys actually still giving, I thought I saw that there was movie tickets here, but it's not, I can't find it. And that's when she told me it's early access. And she's like, wait, how many people are you going with? I'm like, oh, I'm just going on my own. She's like, oh, okay, that's good. She's like, you still got a chance because there's no seats for like 2 or 3 more people. And I looked on the app, and the tickets were sold, basically kind of almost sold out already. There's only like 3 seats for like single person, and I got one. And I got one in the back, in the middle, just like I like it. Perfect. And lucky enough, I got usually when I go see a movie now, I always get the screen that's kind of small, which I hate. I don't know why I always end up with the small screen, but this screen was big, and I always love watching a movie in a big screen. And right here, I think it was XD or something it's called. And so I watched it there. So I got lucky there. Getting the ticket, and the theater was way packed. I was cool. I was like, a lot of people must have loved that. Well, yeah, a lot of people did like the first one. I was one of them that didn't. That's why I got chewed out, I think. But yeah, when I saw the trailer to this one, I was like, this looks fun. This one looks like a Sonic movie. That's why when I saw the trailer, I was really impressed from the very first trailer, the second trailer. I was like, this one looks like the Sonic that I want to see. So I went to go see it. As I said, I didn't know it was the early access thing today or anything. So I just was like, oh, it's probably out a little bit early at a theater. So I found it here, and I got lucky getting these posters, or being like a Sonic event, like the Batman and all that. It's funny, there was a guy dressed as Sonic that was over there too, and he was talking like Sonic, ordering his food like Sonic. It was pretty funny. People were just staring at him. So yeah, that was great. There's some scenes in here that are great. If you're a Sonic fan, there are like 2 big scenes in here. I'm not gonna say what, but it's the reason why I want to tell you guys. You guys should go watch this film, because it was usually I'm kind of over the whole too much cheering in a theater and this just being about cheering. But right here, it was fun. I actually had a great time with it. And there's 2 big scenes here. One in the movie, one in like the mid-credit scene. So if you guys, I would suggest you guys watch it soon, because I would want you guys to enjoy it the way I did in the theater right now. I didn't think I was going to get that. I just went by chance. I was like, I didn't even expect, I was just shocked. I was like, oh damn, I didn't think I was going to have this much fun. And I saw the scenes, and I was like, oh damn. And the whole theater got so freaking loud in one scene. And then the mid-credit scene, when it popped up, I was texting my friend. I was like, dude, you got to watch this movie. And we are just talking. And then I thought it was going to play at the end. So I started texting my friend during the end credits. And it plays like in the mid. And then I just hear like some talking, and then people just start clapping and like roaring. And I look up and I see something, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is beautiful. This is great. I'm like, usually I'm like over this, but now right here, this kind of brought back to what it used to do to me, because I don't know why, but for here, it kind of worked for me. It being like a Sonic world and everything was nice. So the sense of humor here, it's not as bad as the first one. I told you guys that I felt like those jokes were stupid. I thought they were weak. I thought they were trying too hard. Right here, I actually think it's an improvement. It's not going that way. It's actually being like decent, good, or actual good jokes, not in that way. There's a story here which makes it more interesting, like the Knuckles story and Sonic. There's Risk. There's the thing of being sympathetic towards one another. betrayal, friendship, some kind of little meanings and all that. So yeah, it's not as deep as, people probably think that I want it to be. But this is exactly what I wanted from the first one. By the time this movie was over, I had this smile on my face, I swear. And I just kept looking and I just couldn't stop smiling. Even when the credits were rolling way before that surprise, my face was just, I was just smiling and I felt some kind of joy. I was just happy to see this movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think I am gonna buy it. I wanted to do this right away because I did read some reviews before, and I was like, at first I saw that it was good reviews. Then it went down. A lot of people were coming out saying, no, it's a bad movie. It's not as bad. It's as bad as the first one. But I still wanted to go see it because I was like, well, it looks fun to me the way the trailer looks, so I'll just go watch it. Usually I do read reviews and I usually agree with them. But right here, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna read the reviews when I get home, so it won't influence me before that. I mean, I'll read them after this and see maybe, okay, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But I wanted to give you guys my experience of what I had just right out of the theater, And I had a lot of fun. I think a lot of people in the theater had a lot of fun. I think a lot of people that are Sonic fans had a lot of fun. And this was just a great film. I had a blast watching this Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm trying to think if I had anything else to say. I think I put it on everything. I always miss something and I'm like, oh damn, I should have said that. But yeah, guys, so I think that's it for my review on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 by Jeff Fowler. If you guys haven't seen the film, I suggest you guys do, and I suggest you guys watch it as soon as possible. Stay off the internet if you don't want any spoilers, or on YouTube, because I don't want something popping up in the thumbnail or a headline spoiling it all for you, because I want you guys to have that experience the way I did, the way the movie theater did when it just exploded and it felt like an earthquake in the theater when everyone was applauding and screaming. And to me, it was big because I'm a fan of this part right here. I'm a big fan of it. This is my favorite. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm a fan of this from the video games. This is my favorite. I'm going to tell you right now. So guys, that's my review for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If you guys enjoyed my video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.